And I heard you say, if you're such a poor driver, why were you winning?
Oh, yeah. No, he's like, if you're so good, why were you behind me? And I'm like, because I sucked in the last one. I can admit it. Jay, I'd just like to thank you for taking the side of good and right and just and agreeing with me that Brandon cannot control his rig and was swerving into me.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like... Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, lay down your judgment now and then get it out of your way.
Oh, I was just going to say that, it's not... it wasn't really that bad. Like I said, it's like 55-45 here for Forza.
No.
That is an eternity.
You did not listen to the entire thing in which I explained Brandon was all over the road and I had to make a judgment because I was so much faster than him because he's going so slow. And he was so far up in the road, I chose to go left, and then he swerved left at the last minute and hit me.
No judgment should you be off the fucking track.
I had to be
stay on the track, go take the outside.
No, I had to be to try to avoid you because you suddenly swerved to the left, and my quick reflexes.
I went into the apex of the turn and hugged the inside corner. That is true.
You
were dominating the inside of the grass.
I don't see any grass there. 2, you're driving like Michael J. Fox, to quote me earlier.
I'm not saying that my driving wasn't...
Like he was going so fast he was going to go back in time?
No, he was going left and right like he was shaking.
He's making a Parkinson.
Got it. Oh, that's great. That's classy.
Yeah. Hey, I'm reverse my judgment to be classy.
So here's the thing. My car is on the road. I do take
the
inside of the
turn. How do you hit me? Then how do you hit me if you're on the road and I'm not?
Because you were coming off the side of the road into me.
No.
You actually make contact with me.
No. Right before you hit me, I've sent you a screenshot of this. Your car is pointing left right into the wall.
My car is pointed left into a turn.
Can I ask you a question?
Let me get this out first. If you watch the apex, if you watch the trending of his vehicle, he is sliding out because he's losing control because he's not on the fucking road.
I agree. But I have a question. Because I only see Sherlock's screen. What do you guys see in your displays?
So I think the point you might be getting at is our display is dominated with our forward view.
Yep.
I think we can hit a button to see behind us, but I don't think by default we see behind us. So I did not know. See, part of and I believe this is in the beginning of the argument, whether or not it's captured in Sherlock's thing, I don't remember. But at the beginning, Jeff was accusing me of purposely cutting him off and slamming into him. I didn't realize he was approaching at that speed. I was surprised to get hit.
Actually, that was going to be my question: was there a rear view that you could see him coming up? Because if so, then it's totally 100% your fault.
There's definitely the capability to look back. I think if you push in the thumbstick maybe or something, but I don't know that there is an always on screen rear view mirror in the view that I was in.
Yes, you can see behind you if you hit the proper button.
I can't believe this was like 6 years ago and you guys were still talking.
So I will say that, like, I did at the beginning think that Brandon did not drive properly, but it does turn out that maybe he's just a shitty driver. Like, I did at the beginning think that he intentionally tried to run into me, but he has convinced me he's probably just a shitty driver. So I will give him that.
Who was ahead of him in the race?
Because apparently I had made a mistake according to what I was saying.
Physics? I was stunned that you were blaming me for that wreck. That my first instinct in that argument was just the sheer stunnedness that you were taking the position you were taking.
So what does Sherlock think?
Sherlock just wants to instigate, and so he was blaming me.
Actually, in the video, you can hear Sherlock is essentially taking my side, although Jeff says he did that simply because he was wanting to perpetuate the argument.
Yes, because Sherlock loves firing people up, especially me a lot of times.
Yeah, it needed material. Sherlock was being motivated because he was looking for a juicy
12
YouTube
more
post.
views. He wanted 12 more views on his YouTube page. Either's Brandon.
Neither is Jeff, apparently.
What? No, you saw me coming zoom right around the corner.
I saw you take 45% responsibility for a wreck. That's what I saw.
No. All I know is, here's the thing. The
So
person
you
from
agreed about
behind,
that percentage.
the person from behind is the one who is responsible for accidents. This is a well-known thing.
We connected on the sides of our vehicles, so your argument.
But you are behind me at the time. I cannot help.
Connected on the
Yes,
sides.
except Jeff.
Yeah.
If I slide up past somebody going faster than them and then slam into their front quarter panel with the rear of my car, that's not their fault.
Yep.
That's not what happened in this case. So I would agree with
the
you.
Video evidence. What else is there?
I would agree with you.
Rematch.
I think you guys need to do it again and wreck again and just figure it out from there.
Did Jay ever take part in the Salesforce racing?
No, I never raced Forza.
I don't think so, because it was more of a IT thing where it was at. It was downstairs.
Did you even know about it?
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought that was a really cool thing that you guys did.
Well, it was until you came along and wrecked everything.
Yeah, no, that was the cool thing, because you didn't have idiots on the road blocking you and running into you, so you could actually have a good lap if you were.
Are you recording this?
You
playing the video in slow motion in the background.
You motivated that, Jay.
6 years later, still debating.
I'm just glad that Sherlock or Jay agreed with me.
Again, it's like only like a 10% more.
I actually need to send that video to my boss.
Hey, as we know, I operate in absolutes, and so I would round down the 45 and round up the 55 for 0-1.
Why didn't I think of this before? My boss actually races real cars. He actually races.
Because you would taint it and say...
No, I would send him the video. I would do the same thing with Jay. I would send him the video. I'd ask him to watch it with the sound off for the first few minutes, and then I would want his opinion as an actual race car driver.
Whose fault was it?
I have a feeling he would shit all over you for not being on the fucking road.
Could
be wrong.
But you're... I had to, because you're such a shitty driver. You forced me down into the corner to try to.
A good driver would use the road, which is what
you were all over the road. I couldn't do that.
Well, I was gonna say there was like a whole 3/4 of the road above him on the track that you could have gone.
No, if you watch the beginning of the video, that's where he started. He was so bad at driving.
You start on the outside and then you go to the inside of a turn. That's racing physics.
I mean, that part is true.
But then, obviously, I was making it through without that being the case. And...
Because you were below the inside of the turn.
Okay. I'm good enough that I could hold it tight enough that I did not need to swerve all over the place and then suddenly jut to the left to make a turn. While going, obviously, 50 mile an hour slower than the person who somehow can control the car perfectly.
Okay, I have a question.
If this was wave race, you would have had to turn around and go back because you would have not been in the proper turn for the thing, and you wouldn't have got credit for making it that far in the race.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why did this wreck cause such a debate compared to what I'm sure were plenty of others?
Because usually it's just him running me off the road, and somehow in this one he thinks that he is
just him running.
Usually in this one, for some reason, he thinks he's innocent.
Well, it also Sherlock recording it helped.
Yeah, that helped.
Freeze it in amber, so
okay,
it became a thing. We knew it was a thing. We then talked about it.
And then Sherlock dropped it again today, and it became a thing again today. Although I know. I know.
No.
Oh, Brandon recorded it too?
So no. Well, I saved it as a clip on Xbox. Sherlock's the one who actually recorded it and took it out of the Xbox platform and put it on YouTube. Then at some point, I had an app that let you take videos and like do an artistic filter to them. And I'd played around with it. Well, today I was collecting pictures over the last 10 years of a coworker that I have that's retiring. And as I was going through old pictures, I came across those filtered versions of the video. I didn't have the original on my phone, but I had those like artistic filtered versions. So I posted it up to the two of them today just to say, hey, look at this. Ha, ha, ha. Remember this. And then Sherlock had the actual legit video and he linked it.
I see.
I also had some pretty cool, what I thought was pretty cool snaps of the Diablo 2 limited collector's edition box and shared that as well. That did confirm what we talked about, though, the other day, that Necros were part of the original set of heroes in Diablo 2.
There's another video of me and Sherlock racing, and I come up behind him and just smash him, and then pass him, and then I wreck.
What are you talking about?
Another video on Sherlock's channel.
Oh,
Where
really?
he does the same thing to Sherlock. That
No.
Yeah, but remember,
No.
I'm the bad driver.
No, I intentionally ran it. Oh, and then I hit him again, and I helped him in that one. That's funny. That must be the unintentional help. Man.
Sherlock with some rocksmith battle without honor or humility. Because there shouldn't be a car to the left of me.
If I'm so illegal, then why are you down there also illegal?
No, I am on the road. You are off the road.
Then how did you hit me?
That's absolutely right, Sherlock, although I just realized it's a video.
I mean, here's the thing, though.
right. Sherlock at the video goes, he's not swerving. He's not swerving. And I was like, you're absolutely right.
Why, if I'm so illegal, so far off the road, and you're not illegal, and you're on the road, then how did we hit each other?
Because one of the cars was illegal. You.
Then you have to be illegal as well.
No. You're coming
Here's
onto the road from off the road.
Here's the thing. The one thing about the car on the right, okay?
The one that hit me.
Yes, even though it's their fault.
Oh my God.
They, I don't think they were driving illegally because you're allowed to put your tires on the line. I do know that at minimum. At minimum. Maybe more.
Not to mention the line's on the fucking road. The other car's not even on the road.
Then you shouldn't have hit it because you're claiming you didn't even touch the line.
No. I clearly
totally
say
touched
my cars are on the line. My wheels are on the line.
You didn't earlier tonight.
Yeah, I did. I said my wheels didn't cross the line. My wheels were not on the
Sherlock
inside.
is totally recording this right now, by the way.
No,
and it would be funny, Sherlock. You should play this audio over the audio of the original. So it's us
and they
debating
sync up perfectly with a new third party.
It's us debating that at the same time as we're watching the original.
Look, here's the issue.
Look.
If you were a competent driver, you would have looked behind you and seen where the person behind you was going and avoided the wreck, because obviously they're going to catch you. And two, if you would just drive in a straight line instead of swerving all over the road, I could have
going around a corner. You don't drive in a straight line around a corner.
You don't go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. No racers do what you do.
You find me video footage of a racer driving a straight line into a corner, and it will be of a wreck.
Yes, the one that you just caused. If you show me a racer who goes left, right, left, right, left, right into a corner, and I'll show you one that's in last place. It's trash. You're trash driving or you're intentionally wrecking. Those are the two options. I don't care what you want to pick. It was your fault. I love this argument.
You did say earlier it's your favorite long-term argument.
It probably is.
Was that the line? You had a line.
Because it crops up like about once a year, maybe. I forgot that Sherlock had video of it.
I just now saw your GIF, by the way.
I sent that right after Jay declared that you were the one that caused the wreck.
Wait, I felt this GIF even if I didn't see it.
Nice.
No, that was Sherlock. The GIF I sent to Brandon was directly to him.
Oh, okay.
It was
Is that victory I smell?
And it's the Fresh Prince going. Brandon, just
can't believe you tried to claim this is not your fault.
It's not. We gave Jay jurisdiction to decide this, and
45% is your fault, Jeff.
No! Jay obviously knows nothing about racing. Why did we ask him?
I would say
Exactly.
Jay knows about 45% of racing.
All Jay knows about is evil Christmas trees that are controlled by a Christmas tree app.
Dude, it's pretty awesome.
I'm gonna get the real answer tomorrow. I'm not gonna taint it. I'm very
Wish I
interested.
could trust you.
Ask him if you can video his response.
I'm not going to argue with him. I'm going to ask him for his opinion, see what the legitimate opinion would be. And he may land, Jeff, he may land where we were discussing earlier before these other two jumped on about how it might be that your move was legal, but no one would do it in real life because they'd be damaging their car.
Yeah.
And if he says, yeah, that would have been a legal move, fine. But so he does both real life racing and does iRacing with like all the real physics and stuff turned on, so he'll have an opinion, that's for sure. Of course, he also does BMX, so he's into racing of all kinds, I guess.
He's probably going to be like, it's obvious who caused this, and the fact that you don't know makes me question your ability. And you're going to be like, okay, but can you answer it?